skirt that I thrifted, and as you'll see in the try on portion how it looked on me when I tried it on, it didn't fit as loose as I thought. I actually decided I want to wear it lower than originally I thought, so there's not that much work to be done. So my main working point will be to get rid of the lining that's in it and cut off this frayed hem, and probably make the sides slightly slimmer because it's nice enough, but it could fit better, more tailored to my body. So yeah, and I'm also gonna insert like an inspo pic here of like something that I like, that I'm kind of going for, kind of. So yeah, and just watch me work. Okay, hopefully you can hear me because my projector is on, but the first thing I'm going to do is seam rip along the seam here to get rid of the lining. This is what a seam ripper looks like. So I'm just gonna like go in here and like break the seam, which I'm kind of nervous because I don't know how it's attached and I don't want to cause more work for myself. So let's just see. I might do this. I think I'm gonna turn it inside out, the skirt like this, and go, oh yeah, go from this side. And this little part here, I'm gonna take my seam ripper and rip those seams. So let's see. And I'm gonna do it along the whole waist. And now that I have this hole like this, I can easily like go from this side, and it'll be easier for me to like rip the seams. Can you see that? Like ripping, pulling, ripping, pulling, and I'm just gonna repeat that along the entire perimeter. Be careful, I'm trying to be careful not to get the actual waistband, like the knitted part. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll try to be loud. But yeah, I'm just going along the waist, and you see how it's like separating perfectly. This is nice, perfect, exactly what we're looking for. Okay, so now I'm at the side seam. So it's getting a little tricky. So now I'm gonna try to find, oh, so I see this little seam here. I'm just gonna break it. So these aren't attached to anything.
Thousand years later.
So yeah, finally got it. And I'm just gonna keep going. The lining's out. So now we have our skirt with no lining. Very exciting. And the tag stayed, so not mad at that either. Hopefully you can't see it. You can, so I'm gonna get rid of the tag too. Okay, So now we are all done and nice with minimal damage. Okay, so for the next step, I'm going to cut off this fringe part. And if you look at it, it kind of has like, I'm gonna follow, can you see? This, there's like a line here. I'm just gonna follow it and kind of cut there, cut right above it. So you're just gonna cut this fringy part off and then I'm gonna hem it. Okay, now our fringe is all off. It has kind of a, it's giving very A-line at the bottom now. So I'll probably take some of that A-line out. But I'm gonna hem it first. So to pin it, you just flip it over as much as you want, and I'll probably make it take it up by like an inch. So I just measured out an inch on this thing right here, and then you fold over the fabric and like measure. So I'm about to do that, and then I'm gonna pin it. It's really puckering, so it's making it a little bit harder to measure this out. Okay, so honestly, I'm struggling to thread this, and create a hem on this. So I'm gonna unpin it and try to do this without pinning it. So let's see how this goes. Maybe I might make like a super small hem. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm kind of naturally letting the hem form itself. So let's hope it comes out nice and straight.
It was at this moment that she knew. She fucked up.
I'm nervous about this hem, y'all. Okay, so let's see what it's looking like so far. How does this look? Okay, so I really struggle with trying to fold and create a hem. So I decided I'm just going to zigzag the existing hem to give it a more polished look. But before I do that, since I don't have that much thread, to be honest, like, if you can see, like, that's how much thread I have left, not a lot. So I am just about to get rid of this little A-line shape and take in the sides to make it more of a straight fit. So it's not straight, then flares out, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm about to do that. And for this, I kind of just eyeball it because you can kind of see where it goes into a straight, it starts to flare out. So I would kind of get rid of that. And then once I get to the seam, I stop. I'm gonna stop. And I'm gonna go in reverse to secure it, and I'm done. So as you see, we got rid of that. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna go over more and get rid of the wideness, how wide it is. You can see it's very wide. So I think I'm gonna start from here. Here's what it looks like, and then you gave it more of a straight look, you can tell. Okay, so I tried it on after making it more of a straight fit instead of A-line. So now I'm gonna cut off the excess fabric that I have on the side, since it's not necessary. And this fabric is kind of hard to see because it's black and the thread is black. So I'm just gonna cut close to the seam, but still giving about 1/2 inch. I can see where my seam is. It's the only hard part. So I cut by the seam, so now it's more of a clear cut. So I cut off my excess. And I'm going to zigzag, but honestly I don't think I have enough thread, as you can see. So we're gonna see how far we get, but I don't really think I'm gonna get that far. So I'll probably have to get thread tomorrow and pick this up tomorrow so I can finish when I have more thread. But yeah, so we're gonna try to see how far we get, because since I have to zigzag these to seal them and make sure they don't like unravel and fray, and it just makes it look better, like more polished and neater if you zigzag your seams after cutting them. Or sometimes just in general it's good to zigzag hems because it keeps it from unraveling, and it's just extra security and hold. And I also need to zigzag the hem around it, but I definitely don't have enough thread for all of that. So yeah, we'll see how far we get. Mind you, I did not cut this nicely. Like, it looks a mess. So I'm gonna try to revive it. Gosh, I think I zigzagged it too tight. But from the outside, it looks nice. Just on the inside. So that's how it looked zigzagged. I feel like I picked a zigzag that was way too tight. So I'm gonna loosen it a little bit. Zigzag's way better so far. And I ran out of thread. But yeah, as you can see, the zigzag's looking a lot better compared to this side, which is very tight. So yeah. And I will pick this up when I have new thread tomorrow. Hello. So it's day 2 of my rework. And I'm just gonna update you on where I'm at right now. So when I last stopped this, I needed some thread. So I hit up Joann's, but there was a storm here earlier, so they were closed. So then I went to Walmart and they didn't have any black thread. So I didn't want to postpone this anymore because I want to make the video and get it up and stuff. So I got this dark espresso, which on here it looks, well no, it still looks brown, but I think it'll go fine. Ooh, I think it'll go fine with the black, and I have black on my bobbin, so I feel like you won't really be able to tell on this, and it'll be on the inside anyway, so it's not a big deal. So yeah, so next steps, I have a new plan basically. So yesterday I was looking at like how this turned out and I didn't like it, so I decided I'm just probably gonna do like 1 inch from each side and go down the entire side hem. 1 inch on each, about 1 inch on each side, just go down the entire side seam. And yeah, I think that should be good. It should fit nice and snug. Only thing concern is that it might be too tight, and I might want to put a slit in it, but that's like so much extra work, which I don't feel like is necessary if it comes out good. So we just have to see. It's trial and error, I guess. But yeah, just keep watching me work on it. For this, you could pin like down the side, but I think I'm just gonna eyeball it because it's really hard to pin this fabric, to be honest. So I'm just gonna go down the side like 1/2 inch, and this part is gonna be tough to get the needle through, but we're gonna do it. Hopefully it doesn't break my needle, to be honest. You can see the thread is like, you can't even see that it's brown, like you can't even see. I mean, it's not that noticeable. So yeah. now I'm gonna try it on and see how it fits, and like if I need to make any adjustments and stuff. Hopefully it's not too tight, but we're not gonna put that negativity out there because it won't be. It's gonna fit perfect. It's gonna be cute, and I can go in and finish it up. So I tried it on, as you saw in the clip before, and I like how it fits. It looks cute, okay? Like really nice and just cute. So now I can go in and you are gonna see me cut. Sorry for the squeakiness, that's my chair. I'm gonna try to stop squeaking it. So now I can go in and cut this excess fabric off. So we can cut that off, and then we can zigzag the seam so it looks more put together. So yeah, just keep watching. I finished that. I'm gonna zigzag the hem. Since I have brown thread, I'm gonna tell you, I guess it's like a little trick, but but since when you have something that, okay, I'm trying to think of how to word it, but if the bobbin, so basically I'm going to sew it inside out, my skirt, because the top thread is what's at the top of the, is what you have threaded up here. So this, whatever threads up here is the thread that's gonna be on the top of, so what you see as you're sewing, and then the under is what's on the bobbin. So if I sew this skirt inside out, the brown would be on the top of the top. So the brown would be on the inside and the black would be on the outside, which people would see. So I'm gonna sew the skirt, sew around the hem inside out, just so that the brown is on the inside and the black, which is the bobbin thread color, is on the outside, so it doesn't look weird. Hope that made sense. But yeah, whatever your threads up here is gonna be the thread color that you see as you're sewing. So if I were to do the opposite and have sew my skirt right side out, you would see the brown on the outside and then the black would be on the inside because it's the bobbin, so it's under. So I hope that little tip helped, and it's like a good tip if you are like me and you have black thread on just your bobbin. It's a way to like make it look uniform on the outside but still work with what you have, because I don't have black to thread up on the top of my machine. So yeah, and I'm just gonna zigzag around it. And my machine has this removable part, which I kind of keep out most of the time, so I can just easily have my hand lay and go around easy. And that was pretty fast. But yeah, I'm done. And as you can see, the inside, the brown thread, which you can't even really tell, but then the outside is like black, so it worked out perfect. So now my skirt is complete. And yeah, the only thing I'm like iffy about is this inside seam that I zigzagged is really like curly, but I don't know how to combat that. I feel like maybe the zigzag seam was too tight. But yeah, that could be the only thing I can think of. But it is on the inside, so no one's going to see that. So when I turn it inside out, it looks like this. So yeah. So now I'm going to style it how I would wear it, because I planned on wearing it like as a beach cover up. So I'm gonna go put it on and style it for you guys so you can see the finished look. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know how I did, like what you would have done better. It wasn't like, I feel confident in the outcome, like I don't feel bad about it. I feel like it was a good outcome. I feel like it looks good. I would wear it. I plan on wearing it. I plan on like styling it and stuff, so I don't feel like it was a fail at all. I mean, the inside part could have looked cleaner, but also it's a rework that I thrifted, and it's practice. So the more I keep doing them, the better I'll get, and I feel like I didn't do too bad, so I'm happy with it, and that's all that matters, honestly. And it came out pretty good. Like, even in the try on, before I did all the extra like zigzagging and stuff, it looked good, and I would wear it, so I have no complaints. So let me go style it, and this video is done. Thanks for watching. Yeah.